Hey guys, hope you guys had a good day trading today. So this morning was very interesting. This is the 15-minute chart here. So if you watched SPY this morning, um, apparently there was some exchange issues, like brokers that just weren't working correctly. So it was very weird watching these candles. I mean, there was a while here where I was watching pretty much SPY just bounce in a 50-cent range. It was pretty much just bouncing from right, it was right about here actually, 428.5, all the way back up to just right here about 429. I mean, it did that like every second. It basically would hit 429, then hit 428, hit 429, hit 428. It did that for probably a couple minutes. And then there was another time period somewhere on the same about 10 or 10:15 candle where SPY pretty much froze. I mean, for the over a minute, my SPY price just didn't move at all. So that was definitely interesting. But taking a look here at the daily chart, so you can see we had our retrace last week or 2 weeks ago, came back up. We had a retrace on Wednesday, and now we made our move up. So what I'm looking for here is the fact that we are making a top, and this is going to be the same type of top we saw on the 30th, the 19th, the 1st, and then back here on the 28th, which means tomorrow should be a downside day. Now, I almost swang some SPY puts or NQQQ puts, but I went ahead and decided not to. I ended up just sticking to my rules about not doing any swings and just letting those go. But um, so this is pretty much setting up a really nice evening doji start here, which means tomorrow we could even open up a little high and still do it. But we're going to start targeting basically support Friday's candle at 424.44. Now, if you look at the trend here, you have your top, and then you have about 1 day of dropping, bounce. This one, we had our top, we dropped, and then we immediately bounced. So it's anywhere from 1 to really 3 days of downtrend before we bounce. Now, this was a really short one, but if you look back here, we had 1, 2, 3 day was a bounce, 1, 2, 3 day was a bounce, 1, 2 day bounce. So 1, 2 day bounce. So it's kind of hit or miss, but for the most part, we should be looking for at least 1 day a downtrend, maybe two. We could still come down here and even come all the way down to really 421.8 and be bullish. I mean, we could really even come down to 420.2 and retest the daily 20 EMA and still bounce and still be bullish. I'm still looking, and we got real close today. We came within 38 cents of doing it, but I'm looking for 430 still. I'm still looking for 430, and I still believe we are going to see 430, but as you see, basically the trend here is go up, come down, make a new high, come down, make a new high. So we're going to come down and then we're going to make a new high. So really our target should be somewhere up here about 432 by end of week, if not early next week. Going over to futures here, futures is far more bearish. I really, really wanted to take the play off this, but this double top with this doji reversal downside, this is a classic top. Now there is a very slim chance we could immediately come down to 40 and make a double bottom. You've seen this before, kind of like here, we come in, make a top, double bottom, push up. We haven't really done it too much off the top. We try to do it back here. And we try to do it kind of the same pattern here as what we're seeing right here. You see we have this push up, make the doji, and then we push down. So for me on futures, I'm targeting at least 42.61. And then we really have a bigger support down here at this 42.32 to 42.40 area that we could retest, which is going to be the 20 EMA. But for the most part here, for me, what I'm looking for is a 1 to 2 day sell-off, and then we're going to start pushing, and we're going to try to get up into these 4,300 area. So looking at the VIX here now, you can see the VIX is in a massive downtrend. We had the fake bounce here on Wednesday, which did coincide with this Wednesday candle here. So the one thing I was saying I was looking for on the VIX was I wanted to see a higher close than the previous day. Now we did get that barely, closed about 11 cents higher than yesterday, 0.75%. But this really is an inside candle. So with this being an inside candle here, that could actually just continue to fall down. We have a really nice support level to watch here at 14.58. And then our resistance is going to be all the way up here at 15.63. And that actually perfectly goes with this bear channel. So I would have liked to have seen either a double bottom or more of like some type of doji like this, or even something like this, to really signify that we are bouncing. The VIX does not have me fully convinced that we're going to continue to sell off tomorrow. I'm actually kind of watching that we're going to set up more like what happened here with our doji. Then we'll get our follow through day tomorrow. And then Wednesday we'll finally follow through. And then either Wednesday night will be the bottom or Thursday will be the bottom. And then Friday will be probably another bounce. So that would play well with the VIX here, that the VIX could establish this finally as a bottom, see a higher close tomorrow up in this 15 to 16 area, which then opens the upside for the VIX to continue to move to 17 to 18 area. That would continue some downside, and I would definitely be watching for that. Take a look at Bitcoin here. Wow, Bitcoin has just gotten absolutely wrecked today. So if you watched it, the SEC is suing Binance basically, and Binance said they're going to fight it. But for the most part here, the Bitcoin is absolutely broke down. So you see we have the big blue bear channel that we've been in since really early April here. So we were trying to break out, we rejected, but then we're in a short-term bear channel since beginning or end of May. So now we lost both the breakout triangle support and this bear channel support. So really our next target here that I have is 25.1. And that goes all the way back to this massive March 17th push that we had of almost 10% in Bitcoin. So that's what I'm going to be watching for Bitcoin. All right, hope you guys had a good day trading today. I will see you guys tomorrow.